Club Distance Learning. Welcome back to Cushing's Corner. We're going to show you today another thing you can make for your Thanksgiving or holiday, any holiday, especially this time of year, pumpkin pie. Now I got this recipe from All Recipes. It's called the Perfect Pumpkin Pie, and it features Eagle brand condensed milk. It's probably the pumpkin pie that I make the most because it's quick, it's easy, and I know it always turns out. So what this calls for is 2 eggs. What do we have? Cinnamon, a teaspoon of cinnamon. Then we have a half a teaspoon of ginger, a half a teaspoon of nutmeg. I have salt, which is another half teaspoon. We have a pie crust, which I went ahead and got the ready-made pie crust that you can get in the grocery store over by the yogurts and stuff like that and the biscuits. You can make your own. I just didn't have time, and sometimes I get super busy and I totally forget, oh, I want to make the pumpkin pie. I always have these frozen in my refrigerator freezer at home. Okay, so you have one 14-ounce can or 15-ounce can of pumpkin and a 14-ounce can of Eagle brand sweetened condensed milk. So what we're going to do is we preheated the oven to 425. We're going to put the pumpkin in a bowl. Get it all out. Okay, pumpkin's in the bowl. Then we're going to add the sweetened condensed milk. Oh, I love my cameraman. My cameraman also gets to eat this later. She's very happy. Thank you, Jessie Peretti. Okay, sweetened condensed milk. Okay, then we're going to go ahead and add the eggs. I like starting to mix these together. And I use a wooden spoon. You can use a whisk, whatever you want. You don't need to do anything like a mixer. It's all done by hand. Okay, mix it together. And it says to mix it till you're smooth. So here comes the eggs, 2 eggs, cinnamon, ginger, nutmeg, and salt. Okay? You want to mix it. Crack those eggs open. Like I said, you can use a whisk if you'd like. Wooden spoon works just as well. Make sure you get the sides. And it's until it's smooth. As you can see, it's pretty much smooth now, but I just want to make sure all the ingredients are off the bottom. The egg is totally mixed in. I'm going to let it sit here a second while I do the pie crust. So you get 2 pie crusts in here. You're going to take it out ahead of time. Let it get to room temperature. It's much more pliable. Take it out. You can roll it out. What's nice is these are already done. Even if it sticks, you cannot, pretty much foolproof. Okay? You're going to take your pie plate. If you use a larger pie pan, you're going to stretch it out, and it's okay, but make sure it goes flat against the side of your pie plate. Now, if I had used a flatter one, I'd have more overlay. And it's okay because you're making your own pie. You can either also buy, I believe in the frozen section, you can buy the pie crust already in the tins, so you don't even have to do this. So, but I kind of like it because it makes more like a homemade pie. Okay? Now, what you're going to do is you can use your finger like this, and you're going to crimp the sides. If you don't have nails, you can use your nails, and what it does is it makes it kind of fancy. Even if you mess it up, again, it's a homemade pie. It's not supposed to be perfect. If it's perfect, you're buying Marie calendars or you're ordering it from somewhere else, okay? You can go ahead and make it more even. I know some people like to use forks so it's flat. It's whatever design. You can YouTube it. They'll show you exactly what to do other than our YouTube, okay? What I didn't get was a fork out. So I'm gonna just use a knife and score a little on the bottom. That way it doesn't shrink down. Doesn't have to be a lot. Okay? Then what we're going to do is take our pie mixture that we've done and pour it right in. Okay? Pour it in. I usually like to use a spatula because it'll get everything out, because I want every part of this apple pie. It's probably one of my favorite things to make. Now because this pie, just so you know, because this pie, saying you can make a mess and it's totally fine. Because it's higher, you're gonna probably see the pie shrink in just a little, and that's okay, because the crust is also a really good part. So, it's at 425. We're gonna actually bake it at 425 for 15 minutes, and then we're gonna drop it down to 350. From 350, you're gonna continue baking 30 to 40 minutes until a knife inserted about an inch in comes out clean. This will probably look a smidgen watery, and we'll show it to you when it comes out. That's the next time we'll film. So the other thing I want to caution you is, when you're making homemade pies, you can go ahead and pre-cut some aluminum foil. We're going to bake it at 425 for 15 minutes, then we're going to turn it down. When you turn it down, set the timer at about 15 minutes. I want you to check, because sometimes this will start to get more brown. If that happens, then you're just going to take it out, be real careful because it's hot, and you can go ahead and cut and cover your sides with aluminum foil, and that way it won't get as brown. Give it a shot. It's something to do so it doesn't get over brown. So we're going to cook it 15 minutes at 450, and again, this is in all recipes. It's called Perfect Pumpkin Pie. Yep. We'll go another 5 minutes. Okay. So here's the pie. Came right out of the oven. It took another 35 minutes. And as you can see here, the pie crust folded over on itself, and that was my fault because I was trying to put the aluminum foil around the edges and I pushed it in. But it's still edible. We're going to let it cool off, and then later on we'll show you the finished pieces of pie with the whipped cream on it. Hi, welcome back to Cushing's Corner. We're going to show you today how to make whipped cream. Yes, you can buy the canned where you go tss, and then some people go tss. It works that way, but this way you have pure whipping cream with all the ingredients that you've added and no preservatives. Okay, so you're going to have 1 cup of super cold whipping cream. You're going to have 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar, and then a half a teaspoon of vanilla. Okay. Also, you want to get this bowl as cold as you can. So I just pulled it out of the freezer. It sat here. It's actually, when I pulled it out, it was super cold. So we're going to go ahead and pour it in here. There's our granulated sugar. There's our vanilla. The key is don't over pipe. Don't over mix. to talk over it. You want it on high. And you're going to do it until it makes peaks. About 3 to 4 minutes. Okay, we've whipped it so it has peaks. See how it stopped? We're going to go just a little more. See how it holds the peak? And that's exactly what you want to have. So what you're going to do here is medium peaks, soft loose peaks, stiff peaks are the perfect consistency. Use immediately or we're going to cover tightly and put it in the refrigerator, and it's good for about 24 hours. Good on the apple pie that's still baking.
Pumpkin.
Oh, did I say apple? Pumpkin pie. Look at. Welcome back. As you can see, our pumpkin pie is cooked. Still a little warm, but we're gonna cut it anyway. So there's our pumpkin pie with a dollop of whipped cream. I'm gonna come around the corner here as Jesse focuses on that. And pan up. Oh, that's really good. That's really, really, really good. So, hope you have fun on Thanksgiving or Christmas and make some of the recipes that we have shared. We look forward to future episodes of Triple C and beyond, because it may not just be cooking, maybe other stuff that we share with you. See you later.